Got in office, has been there 6 months, has done nothing for you yet. His first day, mind you, black people are the reason he won because you carried the election in key states that hadn't voted Democrat in years, like Georgia. You're the reason Biden got denied. But instead of thinking about you on his first day of office, he signs an anti-LGBTQ bill. Not the second day, not the third. The same day he got sworn in, he ran to the Oval Office with his old ass. Think about this now. As soon as he takes the oath, he trips up the steps, couldn't get there soon enough, and signs an anti-LGBTQ bill. It's been 6 months, you still waiting. And then Kamala Harris, your so-called part-time black vice president, tells you America not racist. Well, if America not racist, why did you sign an anti-Asian hate bill? If America not racist, make up your damn mind. And then she says, I can't do anything just for black people. This is America. Well, Kamala, if you can't do anything just for black people, then how did y'all give the Asians their own anti-hate bill? Brothers and sisters, I want you to go and take a look at the Asian anti-hate bill. Download the text. They specifically clarify that this bill is only for hate against Asians in Pacific Islands. It is not against hate against black folks. It's not against hate against Americans. Why didn't you just say hating Americans is illegal? No, you said hating Asians is illegal. Because hating black people is hell illegal. And that goes through the Congress on one try. So help me understand how you get an anti-Asian hate bill in one try. But black people have tried to get an anti-lynching bill for 400 years. 200 different bills have been introduced over the course of 400 years. There's one right now, a new version, the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill, introduced by former Black Panther Chicago rep Bobby Rush. Guess what? It's still sitting there. So we can't make the lynching of black people a federal crime, but we can make the hating of Asians a federal crime. And we can make the hating of LGBTQs a federal crime, but black people will have to wait. What about the George Floyd police reform bill? Still sitting there. But yet the Asians have their own special representative to the U.S. Justice Department, whose job is to make sure any complaint registered by an Asian involving hatred gets rushed through the Justice Department. Did y'all hear that? They got a special person whose job is to make sure there's no delays when Asians complain about mistreatment. But the point I want to make to you all is, how does your multiculturalism fit in here? Because black people have been telling me for 8 Obama years and 8 Clinton years that presidents can't do anything just for black people. That was Obama's whole argument. I can only look out for everybody. But you signed bills just for gay people. Joe Biden signs bills just for Asians. And did you also see that your president wants to make over what? 4 million immigrant citizens? With a pathway to permanent, he wants to give a green card with a pathway to full citizenship and work visas. Here's the question. Half the black men in Houston and Dallas are unemployed. So how the hell you got work visas for the Mexicans? Come on. Talk to me. If half the black men in Dallas and Houston are unemployed, how can your president create a program to give millions of Mexicans work visas? And they can renew the work visa as long as they can prove they found some work. But how is that when black men ain't got no work? Because they was using Mexicans to replace you. Now they're going to use Asians to replace you. Kamala Harris is not the vice president just because she's a part-time Negro and a coon. She is the vice president because she got some Indian in her, right? And America needs India in order to fight against China and Russia. America can afford for India to side with China or Russia. So in order to appease India, they gave you an Indian vice president. Kamala Harris is not there that has anything to do with anything black. Okay? That was a compensation package to the nation of India. And guess what you're about to see? Not that it hasn't been going on already. An influx of East Indian immigrants are coming your way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, the white man, first he was using the Puerto Ricans to replace black folks, Puerto Ricans and Cubans. Problem is they still black, so that wasn't a good switch out. Y'all feel me? So then they went with the Mexicans. Let's get rid of the Negroes with the Mexicans, and they still using the Mexicans, but the Mexicans are not well liked by white folks. So now they're going to use Chinese and East Indians to replace the Negroes. See, every year since Dr. King's murder, this country has given black people a weapon of mass destruction. Every year. Let's go through it. They killed Dr. King on April 4th, 1968. 1970, what's the first weapon of mass destruction? Economic genocide against black men. What did they do in the 1970s? Every major black city in America de-industrialized the inner city. Ship all the factories out. Get rid of them. Black men cannot be able to feed their families with a good paying factory job. Because as long as the black men can get a factory job, we can't fill up the prisons. Where the factories in Houston at? Where the factories that was in Chicago and Detroit, Milwaukee and Philadelphia? You know the irony is? The factory that once kept you out of jail in many cities have been turned into jails. And then they went into the high schools of Houston and Dallas and took out all the industrial building trades, so daddy can't get a factory job, and we're going to make sure his son don't know how to use his hands so he can get a trade job. And then we fall into this because we keep on sending all of our kids to college, failing to recognize that it's the trades that's making the money today. I had a Negro come to me, he said, "You want me to fix your HVAC? $350,000, I'll be done in a month." They are getting paid, and I'm learning this firsthand because of the renovations on the school. These estimates, $250,000, $350 million. I'm like, these guys are making more money than surgeons. So all of you who got children in high school, start having the conversation about the trade. And it's not an either or. Should my child go to college or trade school? They should go to trade school first and still go to college. It's not either or. Go and get that electric license, son. 2 years, and then you can go and be a veterinarian. Because if you start working with them damn dogs and you don't like it, they got you bigger than snakes' mouths. You know white folks don't know how to act.